Welcome to Punta del Diablo in Uruguay, my first Uruguayan place to stay, and this is a recommendation I got from one of the guys that worked in the bus station as I was leaving Brazil to try and find somewhere to come to. So this place is a beach town. It is absolutely stunning and very small. It has a population of roughly about 900 people, but in high season it can get up to 25,000 people. That's a lot of tourists, and there is so many hotels and hostels. You've got very cheap hostels, or you've got what I'm staying in, which is £15 a night, and it is just further up that way, so it's a walking distance. Now the main road coming through is the only one that is tarmacked. The rest of them are all sort of sandy lanes, and it's just my luck that there is none around just to show you. But I am heading for the beach area, to the centre where all the main restaurants, shops are. So this started off as a fishing village, and then some backpackers, how dare they, came along, and it became a backpacking spot, and then tourism started. So it is brightly coloured. There's different coloured buildings all the way around, and I have been here for a day and a half now. Oh, it's really nice. But this is actually the first time I've come down to the beach area, so I'm not too sure what to expect. Now, because it is summer season right now, there is a lot of tourism here. So on a night time, the front comes alive with the bars, the restaurants, live music, and I'm hoping to get down here tonight to see a bit. And there is a lot of sand dunes. Now I don't know if you can hear the wind, but this is perfect place for surfing. If I can just see through there with the waves. And there is no paths around here, as you've just discovered. Just take your life in your own hands. That's private property. Now I've been walking around for about 5 minutes and just trying to work out how to get down to the beach. There is one sandy lane that takes you down towards the beach, I think. So I'm gonna head down. In fact, I don't think this leads you to the beach at all. There is a path, but I think it leads to another holiday place. I might as well just follow everybody else that was walking down that way. Makes more sense. So everywhere you look, there is just holiday apartments. So during the off season, when it's winter time, this place must become like a ghost town. But this is coming up to the centre. Now I was here earlier on because this is where the ATM is, and I wanted to get some money. But restaurants galore, And this might be the way to the beach. Oh, you can smell the food. Now, I've already checked out the prices at some of the restaurants. It is expensive around here. So, I've been cooking in the hostel. Mind you, that says street food. That might be more my price range. Wow. Right, getting closer. Got some live music going on. So yeah, with the amount of bars in the restaurants, you can see that this is a little bit of a party place in the night time. And that is the beach. It does feel like, even though the water's there, you've got to go a long way just to walk around to get it down here. It's just a little maze. So this is still a working fishing village, but obviously the main income for this place is tourism, and there's a lot of cafes around here. Wow. And that could be the beach just there. And there it is. There's the beach, with more shops and things down there. Wow, it's quite busy. It goes all the way down there. You can tell the sea is not crystal clear like you would expect for somewhere around here, but that is the Atlantic Ocean, and that's not well known for being a clear sea. So these are the fishing boats, I assume, that are used daily. There's very few people that I wasn't expecting to be down here. And there's people still swimming, because, as I said, it is fishermen that actually work these seas. This is all the fish that they can get, and there's a lot of variety there, going from sharks through to, I mean, it's all in Spanish, but mackerel, rayfish, lots. So I think Punta del Diablo is probably one of the best places I could have chosen to start off my journey in Uruguay after the last few days within Brazil. Been a little bit crazy, and this is just a nice little chilled area. And then you've got all the rocks down there that lead you to the next beach. That's not too bad. The sea's just as crazy. Don't think it's as busy as the other one. There's a lot less shops, restaurants around here. But I think these are all holiday homes. And the majority of people who come here for tourism is Argentinians. And the name of the town came from when Spanish sailors were sailing past in the Atlantic Ocean. And I mean, it's not the friendliest of waves, especially out there. And they nicknamed this place the Devil's Point, Punta del Diablo. And it sort of stuck. Devil's Point. Now, I am going to go back to the hostel. I've got 2 hours booked in my head on a hammock to chill, relax, and psych myself up for the next 2-3 weeks in Uruguay. But I thought instead of going back, I'd have a little wander down here. This is one of the areas I've not seen yet. There's a little bit of an artisan market vibe going on around here. And maybe a car park. And it is a car park. But you get a better view of the whole beach area. This could be good for Instagram. It's surprisingly big. I was heading back, but then I saw this sand dune that I thought I'd climb up. Not really that steep. And it is a lot more windier down here. I'm actually keeping hold of my hat in case it blows off. So all that lot is private land. More holiday homes, I guess. But there's nobody down here. Oh wow. In fact, there is a solitary person in that little hut there, which I assume is the lifeguard. Oh no, there's people down there with the windshield. Oh, it's so windy. Considering that the other beach is just over the other side of them houses. Wow. And I am the only person that's been up here. It's a nice little view there. And I don't know if you can see it. The sand is moving. So I guess my footprints will be gone within half an hour. Wow. So that was Punta del Diablo, a beach town. And although not a lot to see and do, perfect for when you want to come down and relax and chill. Especially if you've got a bit of money to spend in the restaurants. Now I'm going to go back to the hostel, as I said, to chill and start cooking my evening meal. Tonight I am having the British meal of egg and chips. So I bought some eggs yesterday and 2 potatoes to make some homemade chips, which is going to be delightful. But if you've enjoyed this little delve into the Devil's Point, then all you gotta do is press that like button. If you want to see where I go next, because I am leaving tomorrow morning to somewhere new, of which I've forgotten already, then all you gotta do is press subscribe. But until the next time, that hammock is calling for me. Bye bye for now.